It should be enough. There's an attack. 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 Should be enough, right? Yep. Well, that's pretty decent, bro. That was a pretty decent stuff, though. Oh my! Oh, Tilted and play a Kil'jaeden, you know, in an early game just because like you don't really have anything to do. That's where you know the problem starts, right? Yep. Oh my. Good old Starship Hunter, bro. Oh my. Let's go. Love that stuff. That's what you should expect when you run into a Starship Hunter. You should expect to die on turn 10 anyway, right? Like whatever you do. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Have you ever seen or even thought of the combo? Oh my bro. Who else would try it if not me, right? I'm showing it one time. That is how you win games right now. How are you doing there? This dude will have nightmares today. That was not even close, right? Ah, top 100. So what about a Starship Hunter, right? Yeah, a lot of people actually say that they kind of like play different variations of the Hunter, but as far as it is right now, I don't like believe a Hunter is kind of like as good as it was before, comparing like all the menagerie shenanigans going on, because it was kind of like nerfed. There is like obviously an addition of a neck hunter like going on right now on the ladder, but I was like thinking about like how about we try to actually you know, execute a good old Starship Hunter, and good old Starship Hunter with a possibility for you to actually ODK. You have an Exodar out there for an extra damage. You have a Terrorscale Stalker to actually proc. A Biopod, Death Rattle from your huge starship. You have a couple of cubicles here. You have a Ceaseless to clear the board before you actually do a gazillion damage into their face, right? So, like, this deck was kind of like I said before with the Yelling Yodeler, like in previous expansions. Yelling Yodeler kind of like rotated, and like people were kind of scared like the Terrorscale Stalker is not like, you know, a good replacement for it, because you know, Yelling Yodeler actually procs the Death Rattle twice, Terrorscale like procs it just once. But as far as it is, like, it's kind of like good enough still. You have like a lot of really good Starship pieces going on for you. You have an Exarch, you have a Rangari Scout to actually multiply that thing. You have a Nightmare Lord Xavius to get like a Starship piece with a 2/2 copy, for example. You have a Sasquawk. After, for example, an Exodar into Starship pieces, right? You can like go for a Sasquawk and get like, you know, a full board of Starship pieces like yet again. And the next Starship would be just like crazy huge, right? And you kind of like multiply that by 2 with just like a Sasquawk out there after the Exodar is going on for you. You have a Griftah, obviously, because you still have like, you know, a Discovers out there. And you can multiply the damage with a Rangari Scout. You might just like get a win condition out of that. You have Tidepool Pupils, like all of the good stuff that we're like, you know, that we are used to, right? In a Starship Hunter. So this is kind of like a deck, like after the nerfs and all that good stuff, I didn't like see a lot of people like, you know, try it out, play it out. And who else will try it if not me, right? Who else will do that? Well, you know, but before we actually start, like, guys, look at this stat. Like, look at that. It's kind of like, you know, only 11% of you guys who actually watch my videos are kind of like sub. You know, you have to. We have to, like, you know, get this thing rolling. Make sure to hit that sub button. Make sure to check the join button. You know, any coin helps. Maybe at one day, like, you know, this thing right there, like that I'm going through, might actually, you know, turn out to be something like that I do full time. But as far as this right now, let's jump right in. Ooh, against a mage. Well, what are the mages right now? Spell Mage is the most prevalent, right? And the Protoss Mage, as far as I remember. And the Protoss Mage. Our ODK is kind of like not like good enough as it is for early game. We kind of want a Birdwatching, kind of want like, you know, an Exarch, obviously. Mixologist is kind of like an okay-ish card, but it depends. If that is like a spell mage, Mixologist is not like really great. Let's try to find a Birdwatching, let's try to find tracking, let's try and find like Rangari Scout, Exarch, like a lot of good stuff. Well, here you go, it's a little better. Biopod early enough is kind of like at least something for us to play out. Izera. Oh my, what is that stuff? Oh my, what is this? Oh, what is this, bro? I'm not even sure, though. Can be a Ryla. Can be a Ryla. Maybe that's a Draenei? Like, you know, Draenei Mage? Not actually sure. Okay, I'm kind of surprised here. At least we got a game in that, and I'm kind of like surprised here overall. I'm Mixologist for the turn 3, we should be fine. Should be fine here. I guess he's as surprised as I am, right? To see the really like heavy off-meta deck, so... Oh, nice. So that is a Protoss. Protoss with Izera. Dude, I cannot actually like believe what I'm saying out there. +2 to all, gain 4, and... Well, the demon is kind of garbage, right? But what about +2? +2 is kind of like fine. 3 damage is... I don't believe like I need 3 damage here. I kind of believe that a drawing a card and getting like an Exarch first is kind of like a little better. Let's draw a card here, you know? What are these lags though? What are these lags? Not sure though. Not sure for now. Bad idea. Okay. Yet again, another Resonance Coil, but at least we got a really good top deck zone. Well, we can do Rangari and get a copy of whatever we actually get out of there. But Rangari will die. I don't really like that, you know? Maybe a Parrot Sanctuary is fine.
A conundrum.
Conundrum, bro. Ooh. Let's do Parrot Sanctuary here into Nightmare Lord. Cause like why not? I kind of want an Exarch from it, so +2/+2 elusive. Well, it's not too bad, but a Sasquawk is kind of like good too. But we don't really need it this early, right? Don't really need it this early. Can get a couple of Griftah stuff, right? We can go for a draw, for example. Those cards will be kind of dead in his hand. The draw cards. Oh my god. Huge, huge, huge stuff. Griftah for 6 damage. I wanted a draw. Maybe I should still go for it. But it's a lot of damage into her face, unfortunately. Have +2 house. Not too bad, I mean. Let's go for a draw. I don't want 6 damage here. Let's go for a draw. This goes out. Let's go for another draw. Oh, here's an Exarch finally. He might go face, like, as crazy as it sounds, he just like might go face here. No, he kills Rangari. Interesting. It's not like this crazy, like, you know, to have Rangaris there. But an amulet is kind of like a dead card, you know? For him. 47 HP, man. 47 them. No, we have to play that out like 100% zone.
This could be our home.
Let's do a couple of discovers out there. Ceaseless is kind of like too early. Tidepool Pupils is fine because we have like alien encounters here for it to remember. There's this. Biopod or Cube. Cube is too early, I guess, but Arkonite Defense Crystal kind of like good. I do a Birdwatching here too. Well, here's our Rangari Scout for us. Let's go. Because now we kind of like have whatever we need. There's this for now. He doesn't have too many of our board clears. Colossus is still not out, but he might actually get this sooner or later. I guess that's fine anyway. Let's just like build a wall here and see what happens. Still have one more from Tidepool Pupils with Rangari. We can like get a couple of this way. Has a lot of health though. It's not like it matters. What matters like most here is for us to actually build a huge starship, you know? It's for us to actually build a huge starship, so that's what matters most, I would say. That's what matters most, though. Sasquawk. Sasquawk actually here, like right now, would be kind of decent, right? A lot of draws, a lot of tones, Primordial Glyph into 0 cost. Okay, fine. Tries to execute a wall here. Okay, no problem. No problem, though. We're kind of like clearing the board here with a laser zone. That's pretty sweet. Violence will do that. I'm still like not sure. It's kind of like a Protoss, but like this setup is kind of weird. Is it like some kind of like a no hands list or something? Because I'm kind of like, you know, kind of think that it is something like this. Like we destroy this tier like 100%. We do a defense crystal just like for sake of it. Let's go face here. Should be good to go. Sasquawk. Well, Sasquawk is kind of like early here. We need to find, you know, find some better stuff. Chrono Boost tries to find a Colossus here. Well, he is maybe kind of like almost ready for a Colossus, right? Almost. He could actually draw it from this for 2 less, so he kind of like has it for 10 mana right now. He didn't play any Proton Cannons, right? No, he didn't. Okay, so we can kind of like have one more turn for him, one more. Can actually hit his face and maybe trade out to the full board. 0 mana Sleet Scale, okay. Be my guess here. Be my guess here, Ceaseless. Ceaseless. Can do a Rangari Scout Sasquawk after. It's kind of like good.
These could belong to a brand new species.
Okay, this is good. Biopods are kind of defense crystals though. I don't really need a Carnivorous Cube. Our kind of defense crystals are kind of cool. And a couple of Biopods maybe? Have a Terrorscale though. We can try to set up an ODK like already. Have 9 cards. It's kind of 0. But we cannot like remove, we can remove one.
Against me.
One, and that's about it. Meh. Let's go with this one. Let's do something like this. This and this, just in case, right? Just in case. We still have like a Sasquawk for gazillion, you know, gazillion cards here. Couple of Birdwatchings, like, you know, Biopod here, and Rangari Scout here, like, you know, full hands up. But I don't really want to burn anything, so I'm not sure. If he finds a way to clear, I might just like go for it, but I don't believe so. Maybe we'll just like go with some more Arkonite Defense Crystals, and we should be good to go here. Like maybe Arkonite Defense Crystal, Biopod, and a Tidepool Pupil. Should be fine. Ancient of Yore, okay. Well, he has a Colossus in his hand, like 100% of them. Ooh, that's pretty sweet. Carnivorous Cube here is a really sweet zone. Might clear it all, but do I like care? Do I like care zone? I kind of want a couple of Exodars this way, right? It was such a mistake, oh, come on. Come on, though. Fine. Destroy this one. We have to train, unfortunately, like, you know. Because he will have a Colossus, like, right now. So we have to train. Not that huge, but I miss with this. Well, here's the first Colossus, okay. I'll kill it then. Thinking. And please tell that happens for us. So he has another Colossus for 14 damage. Oh my god. It's like what? 28, 38, 42 damage. 42 damage out of it.
A conundrum.
42, 56. Come on, but god, he's kind of like still alive though. Can do a Sasquawk for garbage.
Conundrum.
We can do a couple of Arkonite Defense Crystals just like to set that up. We can find another Terrorscale this way. Let's try it. Didn't work out for us, okay. We'll try to find it next turn. He has a Colossus, like yet another one, but he's a little off, as far as I see it. Even with a Proton Cannon, right? He's a little off. It's not a lethal. Shield battery. Oh! And a Proton. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, that's exactly enough, right? 4. Yeah, should be. Oh, he doesn't have one. Or he miscalculated, not sure. Not sure here. But I think it should be enough, right? It had to be like exactly so like this way.
Don't use your
Also, my card. Okay, no hacks, please. Still need another another Terrorscale here. We'll have a couple of chances here to actually get it out. Now it's even like, you know, heavier here, so for him. And here you go. Is this enough? 6, 18, 3 times. It should be enough. There's an attack, attack, attack. Should be enough, right? Yep. Well, that's pretty decent, bro. That was a pretty decent stuff, though. Oh my. Oh. That's pretty cool, though. Good old Starship Hunter. Well, at least it turned out not to be like a huge mistake for us not to get like 2 Exodars here. But yeah, it was like so weird by me. Like in my head, I actually emptied my hand before I actually did that, but meh.
Versus Illidan. This ends now. You can't outrun the nightmare.
And we kind of like got a little lucky, considering we didn't face a second Colossus. Because I think he was, you know, he was exactly at lethal after Shield Barrier and the Senior, right? After this. I don't really want to spend a tracking after like, when I get like a Rangari Scout here. It's like turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. Yeah, so yeah, I think if he had like a second Colossus, we would just dead there. 2 spells made it +4 damage. So yeah, should be like, you know, should be enough for him. Because like a previous Colossus. Oh wait, it was 8 damage, so he was 1-off, right? And that is why he actually didn't do that. Okay. So we're kind of like, we're not really lucky. We're like playing on the edge and winning the game with 1 house there, right? Oh man. Like potentially. Because 4 armor, you know? Because 4 armor. Ooh. Oh, I remember that one. That's with a Fell Hunter still, right? With all those like Death Rattle stuffies. Who cares, right?
Lush wilds.
Doubled Rangari Scout zone. Oh man. What is happening now then? It's a turn 4 Rangari Birdwatching here power. Also, oh my god, red card on a 3/4? Are you serious, bro? What is happening? Like, is your hand this bad though? Like, why? Okay.
These could belong to a brand new species.
I'm short on mana.
Let's go. Terrorscale doubled. No, let's go for a Griftah. Let's go for a Griftah here. And let's try to get take control, right?
Nurture the nightmare.
And let's try to get a take control here. But for now, that is an Arkonite defense crystal. I think it's better. Like our hand is kind of like huge anyway. That's a menagerie, right? A menagerie because the snake is a beast. This is like whatever that is. Like undead beasts. Should be a menagerie, right? Should be a menagerie. I think I played something like this. A hog, okay. Tries to snipe out a Rangari Scout right there. Well, he's kind of like lucky, yeah. Battlefield, 100% menagerie. He's kind of like a little lucky, but that is still fine. Doesn't attack, bro. What are you doing? Bro, what are you doing, Zom? Another Arkonite defense crystal. Or should it be like, you know, gotta take control out. Couple of take controls might just like win a game. Couple of take controls. In such a case, we need to play a Biopod like before, like, you know, as soon as that is possible for us. Don't really like rush with a Rangari Scout. Like wait for him to actually kill that and just like take control of a Felha.
A conundrum.
Should be fine. Should be good. Should be a good way to go. I kind of want to bottle pin then, you know.
Inhospitable.
Biopod.
Inhospitable.
Okay. Fine. It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like a huge board for him to deal with. If I had to take control, I would just like take it anyway. I didn't get it. Spirit Peddler. Wait, like, what is this damn bro? Why do you have this card? It's kind of huge. It's so aggressive, bro. How you doing? Yeah, so aggressive, so, bro. How you doing out there? Arkonite, Defense, Crystal, Rangari, and yeah, should be fine. I'll get Rangari this way, like from Sasquawk next turn if you want to. If we want to, if you know, if. I kind of want like a Biopod to die from 6 to like from a 3/3 here. Something like this should happen. Let's hope to kill that city. Didn't work out. Okay. Just us. Rangari. Pure Power. Exodar, bro. What is that? Oh my. Let's go. Let's go. We'll get Starship pieces from it. Kill Jin. What is that one? What is that stuff? What is that? How it is for one? I'm kind of like surprised here, a little jump scare. Oh my god. Bro, what are you doing? Well, he tries, right? He tries. Oh my god. No. Bro, I know like you're trying to, but this is so weird. This is so weird, zone. How many Starship pieces do we have here? 3, 4. Not that exciting though. We can, you know, he gives us whatever we want. Like, he has 0 care sense of ward. Like, what is happening out there? You can just like heal like easily.
What would the Dark Lady do?
Sasquawk, Rangari Scout, yeah, another one. Actually, not that bad. Exodar is fine, like, you know, can do damage, and, you know, or some more Starship pieces.
What would the Dark Lady do?
Couple of Biopods here and there. Well, burn a card this way. 3 pieces. 1 Arkonite Defense Crystal will not be playable.
It's against me.
Let's just destroy this guy. Let's do Sasquawk and let's heal it all. Just like, you know, getting rid of cards here.
These could belong to the brand new species.
Getting rid of cards here. We still need, like, you know, a Terrorscale here to regame. He has a way to remove both of the crystals. We have like a huge Starship here going on. You know, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I don't really care about his skill here, by the way. I'm just like not bleeding, you know. We should be fine. Like, I'm not sure. Like, if we find Terrorscales, this game is like, you know, a matter of a couple of turns. But if we don't, like, it might be a problem. Like, we have a lot of discovers going on for us, but we still have like 16 cards going on. Okay, if you exclude like 6 that are doubled, you know, still.
Time grows short.
Still like what, 30%? You know, for each discover to actually find a Terrorscale. What is up, my dude? Well, he's there, you know. Saw him actually moving again. But I'm not sure. Alien encounters. go with a cube. Oh, well, you know, when you get this tilted and play a Kil'jaeden, you know, in an early game, just because like you don't really have anything to do, well, that's where you know the problem starts, right? When you get this tilted, that is like a problem, obviously. You're gonna like go in for a YOLO Kil'jaeden and hope for it to actually save you.
The Thanos versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin.
You can't outrun the nightmare.
I can really want a Nightmare Lord say this here. Maybe a Tracking too. Because that's kind of like our way to find an Exarch like early enough. Let's go. Exarch will just like, you know, smooth out a curve here a little. Guess another hunter. What kind of hunter is playable like these days? As I said, like maybe a nag. You know. Fine. Rangari is not that good. Match. And the buff, really. Hand buff is faster, right? Hand buff is faster than us in an OD game.
These could belong to a brand new species.
Yeah. Imbue hand buff, right? As far as I remember. Imbue hand buff. And I don't have anything kind of like a rat. Don't really have any of that. As unfortunate as us. Summon, really? 2 damage. I guess let's go for 2 damage. Like, as crazy as it sounds, he might just like, you know, play something better this way. There's an Imbue going on for him. Such a pity though.
What would the Dark Lady do?
Do we have to kill it? Like, the answer is probably yeah, but... I really don't see a point. Like, we're, you know... Oh, Carnivorous Cubicle is kind of good, but we don't really have like any kind of like defense crystals or something for it to be this awesome. Might tell that is Exarch Naielle, like we have an Exarch like in wood, like wood. Really seems that we don't really have a point here. If he got his dino, right? It's just a matter of time when he starts to buff it. And after that, it's kind of like each turn is plus like 6 damage on him. It's plus 6 damage on him. I cannot like out heal it at any point. I cannot like do a lot of... Can't like do no game up until I don't really know. Like, you kind of have to kill that now and go for a Griftah, I guess. We can do a Griftah and try to go for damage. Like, is that like a way? Is that like a way for us? It's 18 damage from here. All we need is 10 damage. Maybe at some point of the game we can actually do an Exodar into a Starship pieces, but we don't really have any Starship pieces. Like, that is a problem here.
A conundrum.
We have to go for a drum. Didn't get a restore.
Is against me.
I'm not even sure, though. I'm not even sure. Let's throw this out, just like for sake of it. I actually want this to proc. We want him to have some other beasts, you know, something like this. To get out of like this amulet and just to like spread the buff, you know, hopefully. But we don't really have a way to combat that stuff. Come on, give me any kind of like, you know, any Starship pieces, come on. Let's see what kind of legendaries do we have. Maybe we'll have something like really fast. To play one cost minion, get a copy of it for 0. Well, that is not too bad. That is not too bad, I guess. One cost minion. There's only one cost as a Rangari Scout for us. Like, we can make it 0, like, why not? I would say that we could do, like, an Exodar into one cost crystals, but yeah, who am I kidding here?
How long can you hold to
Who am I kidding here? I just, like, you know, save up mana here. Maybe he'll just, like, you know, kill Solia here at some point. Who knows? There's bro. Enjoy the beast. Nah, that's not our game, I think. Oh, this guy is fine. It's an 8/8 that might actually deal some damage. Interesting. So we got a free Rangari Scout for us. A laser barrage with 0 Starship pieces. Seems cool. Seems cool. I just play that Cynic because like we really have nothing else to play out, unfortunately. Unfortunately, and this kind of like can hit damage, maybe can hit base maybe. Maybe like bring him low enough. Not sure though. But all he needs right now is to like imbue like crazy and get a Rhino out. Another win. Yep. Not even sure like what kind of damage it is right now. How much damage does it have on him? Can be like a lethal array. Kind of like an 8/8 on a board. Let's do that. I don't believe like there's anything else we can do. It's just like, you know, summon a lot of huge minions and see what happens. Maybe we'll be alive for another turn, like who knows? Like who knows, right?
These could belong to a brand new species.
Now, Malorn is like, you know, 0 cares in the world for the Malorn, bro. Like 0, like whatever. And Malorn is not something that wins games for Hunter. Malorn is kind of like a filler. I have Malorn Xavius, no one cares too. The only thing that I care about is that I don't really have any kind of like Starship pieces here. And that's like, you know, that's concerning, you know. That's really concerning. Okay, now I'm kind of like a little worried though. It's a full board and a buff, huh? Full board and a buff. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. No.
These could belong to a brand new species.
Oh, what a nice stuff, though. Okay, fine, you got it, bro. Fine. I tried to find a way, but like, no. As a Starship Hunter against like an imbue, I don't believe that is even possible. So like you have to high roll like crazy. You have to have all the Starship pieces like in the beginning of the game. You have to have an Exarch going on for you to find even more and more and more Starship pieces, and you know, summon everything like before turn like 10, and after that go with an before turn 9, and on turn 9 you have to go like with an Exodar and for example like one Terrorscale Stalker, something like this. It's like probably the only way I see it, how you can actually like win it out. Like, you know, unfortunately. Unfortunately so. Do Biopods for us, okay. For an early game, fine. Not too bad. Against a Death Knight, by the way, it should be a good matchup. Should be. It's like, you know, let's start again on the board. Exarch probably next turn. After that, like Parrot Sanctuary plus a Biopod probably. Ooh, interesting.
Lush wilds and
Interesting. Okay. Zero Spectrum. Triplers. Okay, okay. And Battlefield. Is that my list? Like, was a. Oh my. Is that actually my list?
inhospitable.
It's pretty cool. Like, I think I was like the only one who played a Starship with a Dream Players up, like as far as I saw it. Maybe a person just like came out to it, who knows. But no, trying. Triple Blood with... No, it's another Triple Blood with Starship pieces, and someone told me that the Zeddy actually played something like this. Maybe that is in his list, like Zeddy could actually add that out. Like, who knows, right? Let's go for a couple of extra Rangaris here. Let's do this. Extra lane encounters or extra this. Can you skip? We don't really like have anything like this. Wow, like good. Let's go with a couple of lane encounters here. Should be fine. And we have a track in here, so this is kind of like a really good for early game. Suffocate, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, how you doing then? TT boy. Let's see what we get. Sasquawk. Nope. It's actually not what I want here. Now the Birdwatching for something. Yeah,
These could belong to a brand new species.
Couple of Sasquawks. Sign me up. Couple of Sasquawks here. Let's do this. One alien encounters, it's kind of like good enough. We can do a second one for a Sasquawk next turn. He'll probably like try to clear, like if he has a win. I kind of want to apply some pressure here. Oh, that is a thank you, bro. Oh my god, that is a thank you. I really enjoy like another one. Oh my god. Okay. Can do a Sasquatch this one. Like whatever it is. What is it? Someone, couple of alien call. Yeah, sign me up. Sign me up. 4, 5. I need a room for 6. Oh my god. I'm fine. Come on, don't burn around Rangari Scout. No. Fortune. I really want another Rangari Scout on my board, bro. I really wanted that.
It's against me.
Now, you know, I got a one shot, but Wave Strike, okay. Flame Strike is okay. Let's set up a little more. Finally had some like Starship pieces here. Finally, though. That's, you know, that's what I like to see. Yeah, it was a pretty decent turn for the second Sasquawk here. That's not strong. Okay. Very sweet so far. I really want to steal something. How do I do that? Like, you know, how strong is this stuff? Not really. Not really strong. 3 damage out there with a laser. Maybe I should just like kill a couple of those. Mixologist is kind of like nice. 15 cards. Let's do this and Mixologist and try to find 2 damage. Draw a card. I mean, why not? 3 damage is fine.
It's against me.
Double. Don't really want to burn. Don't really want to burn. Like I have my Exodar here. It's kind of cool, but we can like kill him next turn. Like we're starting to lethal here, like 100%, but you know, it was not really a good turn for Sasquawk, though, unfortunately for us. The fact that he didn't clear, you know, that's what it is. So that's kind of like our last Rangari. Okay, there's a corpse explosion. Yeah, it kills that city, bro. It's all bomb spine. Okay. How deadly is that, eh? Should be at least one. Yep. Oh my. Good old Starship Hunter, bro. Oh my. Let's go. Love that stuff. That was a fast game, by the way. I guess a triple blood Death Knight. Sounds fun. So we by now we lost just like one game. Well, we won one against like a demon hunter who got tilted. I don't really count that as a good win. But yeah, we lost kind of like one against another ODK deck, which is like an Imbue Hunter. Like in the mirror, Imbue Hunter is a little better. But when it comes to like against playing against like for example a DK, who has at least a couple of dirty rats right there. At some point of the game, you'll just like have nothing, just like your Rhino out there. So who cares, right? Parrot Sanctuary. Turn to nothing. Turn 3. Parrot Sanctuary. Nightmare Lord. Xavius for 2. No, that's like not what I want. Maybe a tracking could be like a thing. Not sure. We need to find Mixologists, right? We need to find Mixologists, so.
Arise, twin ships.
Really now? You have a bounce too? No, you don't. Well, here he is, a Mixologist. That's pretty sweet.
Shaking a stir.
Any damage helps, thinking. Draw a card, summon T2. Summon T2 is fine. Summon a T2 is fine. The fact that he gave up a Harbinger this way, I'm not sure like why. Pretty sure madness. Oh my god, that is a Menager, really? And that is a beast. Okay, okay, I see you, I see you. We got a little unlucky, like, you know, not getting like 2 damage here, but due to everything, because like those 1-3s would be like a 1-1. Kinda cool. We need Nightmare Lord Xavius into something like, you know, something like Starship Piece, something like Rangari Scout, something like this. Should be really good if that happens for us. He's thinking about like killing a T2, right? Yeah. Interesting. Like he is making a kind of like a weird trade, you know, weird trades, I would say. But hold on. Let's try to go for Rangari Scout. I kind of want that stuff. Didn't find any. Battle Cries triggered twice. No, that's not the case. Mixologist is... like, I mean decent, right? Decent. This is kind of fine too. To fill out the board on turn 6, for example. After an Arkonite Defense Crystal. Summon another one. Weird. But
What would the Dark Lady do?
How does it work? I don't really know. Okay, let's go for this one. Like everything else is kind of like garbage. Okay, let's see what we get from here. Another Arkonite Defense Crystal. I think a laser is important here. Because he has like a lot of small minions. Oh, here's a Harbinger, obviously. No staff, okay. Had a second one in his hand, really now? What is this star though? I would say that is like decently lucky though. Decently. You had like both of the Twisted Web Weavers, like in first like 4 turns. You had both of the Harbingers. You had a bounce. Oh my god. Dude. What is this Dream Zone? Well, I hope he doesn't like have another one. Another bounce. That would be just like crazy. Mixologist for +2. Don't. Just like don't. Just like don't, please. I would really appreciate that stuff. But you know, we have our option here for an Arkonite. That's what it is. 0 care. No, he didn't find 2 damage. Okay, well at least that happened for us. I mean, you know, no one cares for double hero power here. But that's a mech. Okay. But that's a mech. Respond to damage, interesting. Freeze, really? That's weird. Bunny! Oh my, dude, that's a cute one. Dude, that's a really cute one, though. 6 mana, we still have coin. Seems pretty good. And we get like a couple of minions plus not gonna defense crystal here, like an extra one. Might find an Exodar at some point. Get a couple of more. Seems pretty sweet. But I'm not sure, like, you know, he still has like some room to breathe. He doesn't have like his Harbingers and stuff. Maybe that's kind of some weird Ashaman like version, like, you know. It can happen. Like it really can. We can do like, you know, a really cool Terrorizer. It's 3 and 2, it's 5. This is 1 exactly, and after that, like a Sasquawk. Is it like better than just like a simple kind of defense crystal? I guess it is, right? Can go for a draw from a Griftah. Let's go. Let's do that. I think this is better. We can go for a draw. Take control, just like doesn't concern me too much. Go for a draw just so that is like a dead card in his hand. Exarch for us, or Biopod. Biopod is you know, extremely crucial here because we have a Terrorscale. It just like might be an OTK like by itself. Let's go for it. Let's go for annihilating counters, you know. Should we go for a certain draw of 3? Let's go. We're playing against a Mangrove, who cares? It will be a better Sasquawk next turn. Exodar, nice. Okay, so we have a Biopod, we have like, yeah, should be fine. Should be fine. We'll burn something, but like, who cares? Like, against an aggro, bro. 0 cares as well. We'll like summon 3 minions out there. Plus, like, you know, draw a little and all the good stuff. Well, depends how we draw them. I don't really want to, like, you know, to burn a Birdwatching. Like, I really hope like a Birdwatching happens first, like before we actually burn cards, because that kind of like that kind of draw is a little better. But it is what it is. That doesn't concern me so far. I've seen like a really cool deck with a Cove, right? So you have like this doubled like from a Comet, like a 5/5, triple 5/5, like the one with a Giant Paladin. It's pretty sweet. Has some nice trades. Has some nice trades. Is it with a Dark Gift, really? With a charge? What is happening out here? No, just like from a Lucky Comet though. Weird. Weird, but I take it. So let me check that out real fast out there. Yep, should be fine. Yep, should be fine. Coin, alien encounters, Birdwatching? Nah, man. Fortune.
I have too many cards.
And no one cares. I can actually do this. And get a Rangari out of him. Just like, you know, to fill out the board. For him to, like, you know, to do something about him. Still need, like, to play a Biopod here. Biopod, couple of barrages, like, you know, prepare for an Exodar. It's kind of like a fine piece right there. Just one Arkonite. Oh my, still have like two pieces in him, but it's fine. Still have an Exarch, like all the good stuff. Should be fine. Dude, I'm actually enjoying playing a Hunter in this meta, really. It's kind of like crazy. At some point, it was so hard to actually concentrate on the game because you didn't really want to like do anything, like play any deck. But now it's kind of like, you know, I played a Rogue at some point and I enjoyed it. I play a Hunter right now and I enjoy it, and I guess that is like the way the current meta like goes, right? Sweet. Let's play an Exarch. Just like to turn that out.
This could be our home.
So it's like not with
Lush wilds and clear skies.
not with a reborn. Let's just try that thing. Play a Biopod here. Let's discover something cool like Rangari Scout. Nah, not really. Don't really want a Rangari Scout. Maybe a Kraken into more Starship pieces. Better aim. Could be better. Oh come on, what are these lags, bro? Games and games goes too well. We have to, like, you know, even out the chances. Maybe with the lags he might just like win. Mixologist. Well, it should be a simple, like a menagerie. I'm not sure. It's kind of like a weird list. Weapon deception. It's kind of like, you know, so weak right now on this stage of the game. Turn 8, turn 9 for him. Ashaman would at least give him assist. Ashaman would at least give him assist though. Like, we have 18 damage right now on the board. We don't really need a launch. Okay, that is strong by the way. Oh my. Now we have just 11 damage. Oh my. So strong. How much damage is on?
Buy one, get one full price.
It's 12, right? Fortunately. 12. Do we, like, you know, have any? Nah, not this way, not this way. Biopod, Carnivorous Cubicle. Nah, not really. Well, we can get it cis, right? We can get it cis. But we don't really have the mana for it. Okay. Let's find some Starship pieces, right? We'll do something like this for now. Let's just like find a couple of Starship pieces here. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Against me.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, this should be at least on action. Just need one more Starship piece just to, like, you know, be safe with an ODK. We were one off. Don't really like that. Turn 10 was one. Oh yeah, hand buff. Bottom. Hand buff. Hand buff hunter. I didn't even try, right? Didn't try an imbue hunter. Maybe I should do it at some point. Ah, shaman. Well, you have it, says. Here you go. You have it, says, bro. No problem. Has like billions CSS right now, right? Biopod. But why? Don't you have a CSS here? Or is it like random cards? Well, that's what you, you know, that's what you should expect when you run into a Starship Hunter. You should expect to die on turn 10 anyway, right? Like, whatever you do. Because we're like, you know, almost through the whole deck. The ODK like runs like a clock so far. Like we were not able to win just like one game because we just like didn't draw anything. Like, you know, anything like is that actually mattered. At some point it was a game, a couple of turns in a row, we could not like play anything like at all. Like we had only like reactive cards, and I'm not sure like what was that for. I guess that can happen at some point, right? You can actually draw like really bad and cannot like, you know, find anything. Like at that game we had an option to get an Exarch. Maybe that was a way for us to like, you know, to do something else, but we got it from from a Nightmare Lord Xavius with a 4/5 and put it on the top, it's kind of like really slow. I hope like for a really better draw, but it is what it is. The Hunter feels pretty well right now so far. As I said, lost only one game. Strong enough as it is for me. Make sure to try that out on your own. Make sure to sub if you like me playing it, if you like the content, if you like the deck, if you like enjoy me, like, you know, watching me playing so far with all this stuff, and trying out that are for you guys. And you know, make sure to to check out the join button. Maybe you would want to send a streamer with a coin. Any coin helps, bro. You're kind of like my great motivation out there to actually do the content for you. But for now, that is it for Starship Hunter.